If there is one common secret of success that all the leaders that made it here in Qnet, I can say that this is the secret of success. They all come together on that one single secret. It's the fact that they never give up. They went through the same kind of rejections. They went through the same kind of challenges. They went through the same kind of difficulties that you might be facing today. But the fact that they're still here today, and the fact that we still can refer to their stories, that they never gave up. They had the opportunity, they had the choice, but they never chose to quit. I just wonder, how can someone quit on something he loves? How can you give up on something you love? Do you love what you're doing? Do you love this business? Do you love the fact that you are in a business that you can only become successful by helping other people also to become successful? It's a noble cause, guys. It's a noble cause, that knowing the fact that everything you do is changing people's lives. So how can you not love that? The moment you start loving what you're doing, it's no longer work. It's no longer difficult. It's no longer tough. No need for you to start, considering quitting or giving up, because it's not work. You love what you do. You cannot give up on your kids. You cannot give up on your children. Your downlines is like your children. They have big hopes. The fact that they join you because you showed them the way, and they have big hopes that this is the system, this is the structure, this is the industry, this is the company, and you are the upline that going to help them reach their goals, their dreams, the financial freedom, ultimately. I also went through the same difficulties and challenges, and I had the option many times during the early days. But it was very difficult for me. If one reason I would say that made me not to give up, the fact that my downlines, my children, I would have never let them down. I had to stick to my word. I had to stick to my promises. That's why when it was tough, when it was frustrating, I never gave up. Many people joined me in 2001 and they stopped. And many joined me in 2002 and they stopped. And in 2003, and in 2004, and in 2005, and in 2006, and in 2007, and 2008, and in 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And at any moment, any of them decide to come back, they will find me still standing here, fulfilling my promises, fulfilling my words. Are you ready to fulfill your promises? Are you ready to enjoy this, to love this? This is the only way out. If you love it, you will never give up. But I can conclude, some reasons why along the last 15 years, of course, 15 plus years, why many people they give up. I can say the reason number one, in my opinion, is when they come in here, they think it's a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a get-rich sure, but also becoming rich in 2 years' time, or 3 years, or 4 years, or 5 years is still very quick. So for me, I still believe that this is get-rich-quick. It's get-rich-quick still. That's why many people, they rush the results. When the results doesn't appear fast enough, they start considering quitting. If you have a single downline, you cannot quit. If you have a single downline, you cannot quit. You have to keep on pushing, you have to keep on fighting, because no one knows. No one knows when it's meant for you to reach your financial freedom. Maybe in 2 years' time, maybe in 3 years' time, maybe in 4 years' time, maybe in 5 years' time. Along the 15 years, I've seen many people. They struggled for 2 years, for 3 years, for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, and they made it. They made it, and it worth it, the struggle. It worth the struggle when you start reaching the max out after 6 years, after 5 years, after 4 years sometimes. So, and point number 2 I can relate to is many people, they don't know why they are here. They don't know their reasons. They don't know why in the first place they came in here. They don't have a crystal clear idea what is that one single reason they are ready to die for. I'd rather to die trying to reach my goals than to die broke, than to die following the norm, than to die following the majority. It's easier, of course, to follow the majority. It's easier to follow the 90%. Being among the 10%, it means that it's tough. It's not going to be easy pass. The third reason I believe that many people give up on this business is they don't believe 100% in the system and in the structure, in the industry, in the company, and on the leadership. And of course, the most important thing, they don't believe enough on themselves. They don't believe that they can make it. They don't believe that this is the system, the structure, and the appliance that they will take them to the financial freedom. If you are in doubt, you can never make it, because you are in the business of leading people, of changing people's life. If they see the doubts in your eyes, they will never follow you. People, they want to see the conviction. They want to see how much you believe. Where are you taking them? When are you leading them to? Then they will start following you. That's the time you start reaching a lot of success and achievements. The point that many people they don't like, it's when we start talking about paying the price. Guys, there is no free meal here. There is no free meal. There is a lot of things you have to sacrifice, and if you don't start considering what are you going to sacrifice, what price are you ready to pay, there is no chance for you to make it here, and you will be considering the giving up. Of course, a very important point, which is many people, they come in here with heavily full cup, and they question everything because of their very full cups. They start asking why this, why you say this, why you do this, why this training, why this event, why this much, why. There is two kinds of why, I believe. One why is because you want to understand, and one why contains a lot of doubt, the doubtful why I call it. And the longer you stay in that doubtful why, the longer you stay going around with full cup, it's difficult for your upline to help you. It's difficult for you to take anything. When you were young and when you're walking around with seriously empty cup, you were able to carry, you were able to take and to learn and to improve in life. And today, this is totally new industry, totally new system, totally new structure. And without you emptying your cup, there is no chance for you to make it. And eventually, giving up is highly possible. The next point, I believe, from my observation along the last years, all the people who made it, all the successful leaders, they, even if they come with a different attitude, they made the decision. They made the decision to change. They made the decision to carry the attitude of the successful people. For me, the attitude of the successful people means simply three things. They are positive thinkers, they don't complain, and they don't blame. The longer you are negative thinker, and the longer you continue complaining and blaming everything, you will never achieve. People, they don't like to follow negative people. They don't like to join a complainer, because it's going to be a complaining club environment. And you have to make the decision. Carrying this attitude, being positive, being excited, being happy. How can you not be happy while you are in the journey of reaching financial freedom. Carrying this right attitude what helped many leaders to make it, while others, they choose to give up. The next point is the commitment. Many people, they think because they've been told that this is a part-time business, they misunderstand the part-time concept. Part-time does not mean as you like time and as you like any whenever you like to do the business. No, you cannot do it as a hobby. You have to be very professional. You have to follow the system. You have to follow the systems of the appliance. You have to follow the advices, and you have to be committed with the time, with the timetable, and you have to be there. You cannot just be on one day, off another day. If you run any business, if your supermarket's open in one day and close another day, definitely this supermarket cannot last. And you also the same. If you don't just commit and stop doing it as a hobby, you will never make it, and eventually you will choose to quit or to give up. Lastly, I would say, which is the most important point, of course, among all, the most important point among all, it's those who made it are the people who made the most number of presentations. Presentations are the main reason why people don't quit and don't give up midway. Because the more presentations you make, the more people you will talk to, the more you will become professional, expert. You understand people, you understand your business, you understand yourself, and eventually you will find the Aruns and the Satis. All what you need is one Arun on this side and one Sati on the other side, and you can reach financial freedom. Guys, statistics says 98% of the people who don't give up on our business, they make it to financial freedom. Statistics says 98%. Those who will not give up, but never said when they not give up when. Never said in 2 years or 3 years or 4 years or 5 years. No, give up, that means you don't give up. This is not an option. This is not an option. If you love this, you start loving it, you start enjoying it, you start believing it. Some people, they ask me, they say, okay, then when we are going to retire? Retirement is a terminology used for the employments. Business owners, they don't retire. You don't retire on something you love. You don't retire on something you enjoy. Start loving this, start enjoying this, and start fighting for your life. This is your war, and you have to win this war. You have to become a warrior. It's your choice to be a failure or a warrior. It's your choice to give up or to reach financial freedom.